Hi, so today just want to go through some of the major fists, hand techniques of Choy Kung Fu. So obviously the straight punch in Kung Fu, see, nice vertical straight fist hitting with these three knuckles, okay? Try and get nice and loose, use the body. Try and feel the connection from the waist. Get your punch nice and tight. Now, also important, when you throw a punch, try to relax. So as soon as you finish the punch, relax. Okay? So that way you build up what we call connection in the waist and the hips. And eventually you'll be able to develop a lot of power by using the body connection. Don't just stick out your arm like this. Okay? Now, next fist we look at is the panther fist. So the panther fist is a half fist, and the thumb, see, thumb close up to the index finger. So this one, very good for getting into small places like into the eye. If you try with your whole fist, you see it doesn't fit into the eye socket. But a panther fist, that'll fit nicely into that eye socket or down into the neck or various other places. Good sharp fist. So this one, think almost like when a cobra strikes. Nice and relaxed, nice and relaxed, and then snap at the end. Snap, okay? Just try to get that nice and loose. And again, at the end of the punch, relax, okay? Start off nice and slow. Feel the body movement. Feel the connection. And then slowly, you're going to develop that. Try and use the natural elastic of the body, okay? Feel the muscles and the ligaments, natural elastic. Now, another important punch, the back fist, the Choy, okay, Choy, striking down. Again, using body weight, sinking into the legs. Choy is a downward movement. Also with the back fist, we have the Choy. And the Choy, that's like a whipping back fist. Okay, snap there, see? So the whipping back fist is thrown more horizontal. The Choy, downward, more vertical, downward. Could also be used very well for blocking. The Choy is more of a snapping, attacking fist. We also sometimes we use the vertical back fist like this. This will go straight onto the nose. Now another standard punch of Choy is the Chinji. Chinji is a hammer fist. So you're using the inside. So using this inside edge here, striking down in a diagonal. So this comes from the top stroke of the character for 1000 in Chinese. So that stroke on the top there, if you study Chinese, if you don't worry, you can go look it up in a book. So it's a cross is for 10, so this stripe on the top, that's what the Chinji is for. Chinji, striking down. So this is a very effective strike because it's a hammer fist. We'll look at another hammer fist in a second. Striking down, but also very effective for blocking. For example, when we fight Sandao, sometimes we use the Chinji to take the front hand away from the opponent's guard. So this is a very effective, very powerful strike. Now another one with the hammer fist, that's the Choy. Choy is straight down. Straight down like this. This is a very powerful strike. A lot of people find it difficult to punch with the knuckles. Using this piece on the inside, for some people actually a little bit easier. Okay, so the Pak Choy is straight down. Pak Chinji is an angle. Okay, one more we look at now is the flat fist. So then we take a normal regular fist and we put the thumb on the side like this. Okay, so this is coming down flat like that. So the Kap Choy is a huge strike that we would use in Choy Fat, coming all the way from the back, striking, boom, striking down, boom, 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 striking, striking. This is a powerful strike using the back, sinking into the legs. So with the little kids, I always say to them, it's like the trunk of an elephant coming down on top of the head. Kap Choy is very useful. It can also be delivered as a flat fist if it's being delivered, let's say, during a sparring match up to this part of the head. Flat fist is very useful for smashing down someone's arms in defense if you're moving away. But it's also very effective up around this kind of place, collarbone, back of the neck, side of the head. You know, so it's a very powerful strike. Again, try to start slow and feel the body rotate so that you get the movement in the body and the connection through the body for the strike. And stay relaxed. Always when you're working these techniques, especially in the beginning, stay nice and relaxed. Don't tense up the body too much, because that's how you're going to pull things and, you know, damage ligaments. We don't want you to do that. Okay, so one last one to look at now, which is the So Choy. So Choy is the hooking punch of Choy Fat. Now you see here my fist is turned in. So we're using these two big knuckles in the front. Yep, those two big ones. That's what we're using. So as we're coming up with the fist, we rotate in the wrist, striking into the head, and then coming downwards. Hopefully knock the opponent down. This in Chinese called So Choy. So this is a circle up. See, there come the knuckles there, and then down into the stance. Very dangerous strike. Obviously you get hit with two knuckles up the side of the head, you know that's going to hurt. Now the motion is an arc, so a nice arc motion, but again control that from your waist. Okay, set your stance in nicely. Okay, and just start circling nice and easy first of all. Nice and easy. Feel that the back is turning with you, the hips are turning with you, okay? And you can build up your speed, build up your power, and then your strike is going to become really effective, okay? Take your time with these. In a later video, we'll look at some of the more advanced attacking hand forms, some of the animal hand forms, those kind of things. But for now, just get started off with those different fists and understand each one is a different tool. So try and understand what each tool is for and build up your arsenal slowly. Okay? See you in the next video.